Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people. My name is Francine, and this is my channel, The Hermetic Herald. I'm super excited to get right into our message for a celebrity tarot reading for Eva Mendes and for Ryan Gosling. Now, I know very little to nothing about the two of them together. I actually just found out through the request that someone gave me that they were together. If that gives you any understanding of the extent of what I know, I hope that helps because I have no idea what to expect with this reading. I am aware that they are a very private couple, so with regards to spiritual boundaries, with regards to whatever comes through, I'm going to take that into consideration and only give what I hear as usual. I will only give what information and insight is applicable to their fans, to the people that watch them, that care for them, that want to have an understanding of the dynamic here between these two. I feel like I should start off with this deck, and I saw the Lovers as I was going through this deck. Look at that. So there's a very strong connection between these two people. Very strong. I want to start off with what the state of the relationship is right now. Interesting. Feeling these cards. Do you want me to take them, Spirit? I'm going to do them right now and see what comes through. We have the Six of Cups and we have the Devil. Okay, so the Six of Cups is a soulmate relationship. Typically, that's about being bound or feeling a very strong connection to someone. The Devil typically is about restriction, though, so you do want to look into this energy. I feel as though they're addressing karma within this relationship. Not all karmic relationships are going to be destructive or in the sense of hurting each of the parties or being negative, but it's more so about learning huge lessons. And I feel like they've learned a lot of huge lessons with each other, and that is why they are, I believe, together, because I'm getting the Lovers again. Okay, they've decided on each other. So free will is always going to be playing a part in these readings, but I feel like specifically for these two, they chose a friendship that is very, very strong. They have a strong foundation, a strong friendship, a strong dynamic where they both can be at a standstill at times with regards to their relationship, but they're happy with that, meaning both are in control, both are very powerful energies, and they work together. They see things from a different perspective because I feel like both of them are very leadership-oriented people, and I just want to let you guys know I'm channeling. I'm not even doing cards. I am an intuitive reader. I don't just do tarot, okay? I am more so interested in prophetic messages, so I do bring prophetic insight. So that's what they're coming off with. They're very strong, very combatant energies. They fight for their family or whatever dynamic there is coming out between them. Because I'm feeling like there's a family. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of things nurtured within this relationship. Wow. A lot of love. A lot of love. So let's look at what is the state of their relationship right now, Spirit. Wow, we had the Queen of Wands fall out this way. So the Queen of Wands is sideways. That means that this is a consistent and constant thing within the relationship. I have a feeling that she is empowered through this relationship. If it's Ava or Eva, I think it's Ava. She's very, very well, I'm hearing, plotted out. So she has a very strong dynamic, very strong influence on her family, on her children, very strong and independent energy coming through for the state of the relationship. Is there anything else that you'd like to say for the state of the relationship, Spirit? Is there anything else you'd like to say for the state of the relationship? Wow, we had one flip out and it was the Knight of Wands in the horizontal as well. So there's this energy of a lot of passion, a lot of independence. But what's interesting is when I see two parallel lines, it means that there is a sense of things not going up or down. It's very stable, very practical, very passionate, and also just consistent throughout. I'm feeling this card as well. Five of Swords, yeah. So they're very strong people. The state of the relationship is a very big sense of protectedness. They're very protective of their energies. I'm getting the Lovers, the Empress, and the Ten of Pentacles. They're very in love with one another. They're very abundant. They're focused on their family primarily. So they have a family. The Empress is here. Very powerful dynamic here. They're willing to fight for what they stand on. They stand on these two values: independence, focusing on their passions, and making sure that they always run through those things or communicate on those things. The star, healing. Yeah. What is Eva bringing to the relationship, Spirit? I'm hearing Ryan. So let's do, what is Ryan bringing to the relationship first? I'm noticing the word stern, which tells me that they're pretty serious and stern at times with each other. I'm hearing lighten up. So Ryan is bringing the Ten of Pentacles, the energy of family, of legacy. He's bringing a lot of commitment to Eva. He's very focused and oriented on his family. I'm getting the Page of Cups, though. He doesn't take himself too seriously, though, with regards to this. He lets himself enjoy, and it's like he lets himself have a lightness about this family, about this dynamic. We have here the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, he brought a lot of commitment to this relationship. An end to a difficult cycle. It feels as though he had a very difficult cycle prior to meeting Eva. And there was just this focus on family, focus on legacy, focus on protecting that. What is Eva bringing to the relationship, Spirit? Wow, we have the Six of Cups. We're bringing a friendship, bringing passion, bringing a lot of love, and also bringing nostalgia. They feel like they've seen or met each other in previous lifetimes. So I feel like they believe in that concept, and they're very close. They bring like a sense of camaraderie with each other. The Magician's here, feeling this one, and the Eight of Cups, moving into emotional fulfillment. She has all cups coming through, which tells me as a reader that she's into emotional fulfillment, feeling good, feeling happy. We have the Devil coming out again. Interesting. So the Devil came out earlier for their energy, and it's coming out for her end. Okay, so there's something that's going to be addressed in this reading in regards to maybe some kind of roadblock or something that they need to just pay attention to in their relationship of being equal. It seems like there's some restriction in some way, or rather there's some karma that they're addressing, and they need to not let each other ever like hide away from this or try to avoid it, but to go past it and to balance it out. We're going to find out what that is. Keep getting a lot of information. Tower and the Moon. So there's some major upheaval that's going to happen in their relationship, and this is about like certain like tendencies or restrictions that Eva is feeling specifically. Ryan's feeling more focused on family, and she feels as though she's going through some difficulties with regards to her emotional state here with the Eight of Swords. I keep getting more and more cards for her. What the heck? So she needs to find the truth, her intuitive nudging on some restriction within the relationship. What is the Devil about, Spirit? Let's just ask that now. Why is the Devil here on her end? Okay. We have the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Four of Pentacles. She needs to be like very careful with protecting herself to the extent where she may try to withhold money or like save up money for herself. What I mean by that is like holding back and hoarding something. There's something that she's been hoarding possessively, or like that's really weighing on her. The Tower, Judgment, and the Four of Wands. It's about this relationship, about a shift in the relationship. It feels like she has some kind of like getaway plan if anything happens, that she's going to protect herself, protect her fortune, protect her money. It's like some fear. She has some fear here attached to this. Interesting. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Ryan? That will help us understand. We have here the Queen of Swords. So, and the King of Swords. They're assessing some contracts between them, assessing their relationship. And it seems as though in case something happens, they're trying to, at least Eva is in the mental space of assessing the relationship, of assessing if there's something that she needs to protect from Ryan or protect for herself, money, okay? So there's some thoughts coming through about this relationship. With the Ten of Swords coming out for Ryan as well, it feels like it's also like a difficult patch. They're going through some difficult energies right now. This is something that you can conquer and move on, but it's also something that is very important to note. We're going to find out if we can, depending on how much information I get, what that is. What is the potential together as partners for Eva and for Ryan? What is their potential, spirit team? I keep seeing that High Priestess. Whoa. Their potential is a Three of Swords. All right. Can I have any other cards to clarify that, Spirit? What is their potential together as partners? Wow. I'm feeling that one too. So we have, in addition to the Three of Swords, the Ace of Swords, clarity coming after a lot of disappointments or sadness. The World transitioning into a new cycle. There is an energy of tiredness within this dynamic with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and she's feeling mostly tired. We also have the King of Wands. There's something here about his drive. So the potential is for something to break down in this relationship, or for this relationship to break down. Because when you have the Three of Swords and then the Ace of Swords, it's about knowing this painful feeling, and then the World is about the end, or about a cycle ending and a new one beginning. Seven of Pentacles is about longevity, something that's been very long standing between two people. And I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands energy. I feel like he needs to address some wants and desires that he has, that he feels like he's losing, or he's not getting satisfied in some way. Why is the King of Wands here? King of Wands is here because of death, and the Five of Wands. Differing ideas, differing opinions, different desires are coming through for him. He has some wants and needs or desires that differ from her. The Wheel of Fortune, karmic fate, karmic destiny. I feel like he has some things that he hasn't told her yet, and they need to address it, because I feel like she doesn't have the clarity on it. She's very generous in her energy and she wants to know, but I feel like he's moving forward towards something else. Temperance, Queen of Swords, and Four of Cups. He's going through a big transition, and I feel like his ideals or something is changing. Something's shifting in the karmic wheel for these two. What lessons are they learning? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What are Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling learning? Wow. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is about staying steady, slow and steady. This is about, usually the Eight of Wands is about quick forward movement, but this is about stagnancy. It's about stopping to think or stopping to reflect, and this is about inner truth, your inner light. So they're learning about their inner light, about who they are on the inside on a deeper level. Whoa. We have the Fool, about starting anew with the Sun. What makes them happy, and what they truly want in a partner. Wow. This was a hugely transformative relationship. Look at that, the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, and the Temperance is here. That's about hierarchy, like learning lessons together, about being on top of their successes, on top of their game. Joy, and also coming into balance with themselves, addressing whatever it is on Ava's side that's causing some fear and restriction because of what his desires and wants are that are coming through right now. There's something she's seeing that she hasn't seen, or he is changing and metamorphosizing. But guess what? They're still friends. They're still friends. They still love each other very much. It's just that they have to get out of their mental space of trying to always agree on the same things, or trying to always be on the same page with certain things. But there's something shifting with regards to Ryan. Okay, there's something shifting with him. That is not something you can, it's not something you can change, or something that you can try to split. It is what it is. So what is this thing? I'm wondering. Yeah, they need to move into balance with the Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Sixes are very important, karma. Wow. What should they pay close attention to, though? They need to pay close attention to this marriage. They need to pay close attention to it falling on its head or it not going as planned, of there being dissension, disagreements between them. What else should they be paying close attention to is it's basically a dissolution of this relationship. They need to be careful with that. I'm also getting here the King of Pentacles, specifically with regards to Ryan's energy of being generous, of moving through this cycle, of acting on it, of addressing their insecurities, I'm hearing, and also their doubts. The Empress is here. Wow, the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Emperor, guys. Whoa. I'm feeling really strongly like there's someone in Ava's life that came into her life recently that is her emperor, but she has a very strong and solid connection with Ryan. Is that the case, Spirit? Has Ava found a divine counterpart or someone that she feels is her divine counterpart? We have a 7 of Wands, standing your ground, the 7 of Cups, and then the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. She doesn't know how to be a friend to this other person. 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. Usually it's about friendships. It's about community. It's about partnerships. It's in reverse though. Pursuing friendship with Ryan while she decides on what to do with this. Justice is here though. Yeah, is there someone else, Spirit? In this whole, like, between the two of them, is there someone else that you'd like to highlight? Is there someone else at all? Okay, we had 2 cards. Yeah, 3 of Cups, third party. 5, wow. So that's usually about like a third party within the marriage. And that's really interesting. I was not expecting that. Yeah, so there's some interest coming through for them. Someone else is interested in Ava, and she's starting to look into the devil energies coming through. The devil, the doubts, the fears, the temptation that's coming through, and she's holding back on sharing this feeling that she's been having. It doesn't mean, by the way, guys, that she's cheated on him or anything like that, but there's someone else in the picture here. There's an interest, and I think it's an older man. We have seek out information that will help you as their advice. Look at that, guys. Temptation will test you. Oh, wow. Trouble, accusations. It seems like he might be the one accusing her. Or, you know, when someone is interested in someone else and then they start accusing the person in the relationship, it feels like there's trouble and accusations coming back and forth about whether or not they still love each other the same way that they do, if they're still interested in each other. And there's a dark woman involved here. This could be someone with dark hair as well, or someone with dark complexion. This is a situation in the balance that requires careful handling, and we have new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So either Ryan is going to be moving into a new relationship with this dark woman, or Eva Mendes is the dark woman that's going into this new cycle with someone else, or opening up to someone else. We have guaranteed success, happiness coming through for them though, and we have a specific date. February, the month, is very significant. That's like Valentine's Day. We also have older woman, dealings or relationships with the older woman. She's a lot wiser now. She knows what she wants. Romance is something that she wants in some new measure. And we're going to, I don't know if we're going to even hear about this because of how secretive it seems. It feels like they're just kind of growing apart in sense of what aspect of this relationship they want. They want something else. Feels like it's mostly Ava, and I feel like Ryan is more so committed to Ava. Yeah. Wow. So what is their advice, Spirit? Let's get into that. Let's just move all of these back. What is their advice? To close. Okay. We have take time to breathe out. They need to relax. They need to allow themselves to calm down, to focus on what their heart's telling them. because I feel like Ryan is a very committed person, and so is she, but she's feeling a little bit differently, and she's very protective right now of her energy towards him because of this emotion, this desire for something else. And this person's going to come through. There's someone in the mix here. Is there any other advice that you have, Spirit? We have communication is key. Wow. They need to talk through this. I'm hearing 7 months. Something about 7 is coming through. Is there anything else that you would like to address, Spirit? I'm feeling like there's a healing oracle message, but at the bottom is the answers you need are coming. A win-win outcome is forecast, and a personal issue reaches resolution. Look at all these full moons. Wow, throat chakra is needed, speaking their truth, and also going with their gut on how they feel. There's a reason they don't feel as close in terms of relational things, like something about their attractiveness to each other, or some energy is more attractive in the mix that is affecting this relationship. They still have a lot of love for each other, a lot of, wow, yeah, they just have a very strong bond. What healing message do you have for both, for specifically Ava, Spirit? Wow, look at that, guys. Reunion of souls. She has this soulmate connection that's coming in that is very strong, and that's why she's having some issues here. But look at that. We have slow and steady. She just needs to take her time. She needs to really just take her time and allow herself to go through the emotions and not to dismiss them. Are there any other healing messages for Ava specifically? Wow, we have burden. It feels like a burden on her. She feels like she has to stay because of the relationship or the feelings she's had. And this is going to help her address, there's a need for her to address self-love, of not seeing or beating herself up about this situation, and of having the openness to healing, to going with where her heart takes her. We also have omens. There's signs and synchronicities that she's been seeing lately. Yeah, this person's helping her creativity. She's very attracted to them. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what messages do you have for healing in regards to Ryan Gosling? We have here joy of just having a countenance about himself where he is expecting great things, that he doesn't let anything steal his joy, that he allows himself to see the seasons of life and to not think, oh wow, it's a failure if it doesn't last, or it's a failure if there's something else that comes up. Loving each other was not a mistake. It was not a failure. This is about accepting life and the patterns and the aspects of life as they come. The joy is real. The joy that they've had with each other is real. Are there any other healing messages for Ryan, Spirit? We have, wow, psychic development. I feel like he knows this already. He's very aware of his shift as well energetically between him and Ava. Something's shifting where their energies are becoming more distinct. They're not as complementary. There's something different about them. We have struggle. Not trying to force things to happen or fit is very important. The number 2 is significant. And also 2, 3, 4 is coming through, so that tells me like this is happening in like sequential order. It's like he has to just take each step at a time, take it slow, like Ava has to. And we have integrate. Wow. He has to take this in, yeah, and accept it. Allow himself to flow with feminine energy coming through. He's tapped into his feminine energy a lot, and he has to allow himself to look forward to a new day. There's something new coming into his life. He has some anger residually that he has to address about this shift, but it is going to work out for him. I feel like he needs to just trust the tides, trust the changes. Yeah, and see what else is in store for him. There's someone else in store for him specifically. And I'm feeling this card here on this side here, this card. It says, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Beautiful. So that is what I have for you all today. I feel like that is where I'm going to end it. But please let me know what your thoughts are on this message. Please let me know what else you would like to see. But that is enough for now as my baby's waking up. But you take care. Check out my description box for exclusive content and personal readings. But I'll see you soon. Bye.